Cookie was a beauty from South Alabama. Her daddy had a heart like a 9-pound hammer.
And feeling overly exhausted from stress at work isn't just because you didn't get a good night's sleep or you're having a bad day. Burnout is real. We're talking with Dr. Sharon Thompson this morning about how to best cope with it and be more productive.
Burnout at work, is it real? All new next. We're going to take a look at why this is now classified syndrome. Dr. Sharon Thompson in our open door green room. She's always got the answers. Taking a look at how this applies to you at work. All right, do you feel like your energy is absolutely zapped? Are you exhausted more than normal? Are you feeling negative about your job? Well, you could be suffering from burnout, and you're not alone. The World Health Organization now recognizing burnout as a legit occupational syndrome because of chronic workplace stress. So is it avoidable? How can we manage it? What should we do? Dr. Sharon Thompson joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's not necessarily amount of time at your work, is it? Because I'm working on 30 years. I don't know how I'm not burnt out yet.
No, it's not the amount of time. Some people can be in a job for a very short period of time and feel burnout because it's an accumulation of stressors.
Right.
What can cause stress? One is feeling out of control. You have a job that there are lots of rules and you don't make any of them.
Yeah.
Feeling like things are chaotic at work can make you feel that way. Also, it's important on the personal end to balance work and life.
Yes.
Some of us, I always say Americans work a lot.
Yes.
And sometimes that, if you think of life as a pizza pie, that work slice is way too big.
Right.
And we need to, you know, get that under control.
There's that old saying, work hard, play hard, right? So it's just, you're just exhausted, right?
Exactly. Mentally, emotionally, psychically, and it'll show up in a lot of ways. It'll show up, like you mentioned, being tired, being exhausted before you get there, not having any enthusiasm for work, and also not doing a good job. So your performance used to be A-level, and now you're, you know, not doing so great, getting write-ups, your supervisor has to talk to you. You want to consider that if those things are happening to you.
So what does that mean that WHO has classified this as a legit issue?
So what they want to do is bring attention to it, because this is something that for physicians, patients may come in with showing those symptoms. And so sometimes it's not as simple as my back hurts or my knee hurts. It might be I'm exhausted all the time, or I'm really unhappy. And we think, oh, this is depression, let's treat depression. But really that's not what's going on. It's workplace burnout. So it wants us to be aware this is a thing that happens.
So I come into you and I say I have all those issues. You say what?
So I want to ask you about what's going on at work. How long have you been there? How are you feeling about your job? How are you feeling about things going on at home?
Olivia beats me down daily.
We might need to address Olivia to fix your problem.
So how do you overcome that?
So you want to tackle both areas. The personal, you can make sure you're taking some time for you, having what we call white space in your life, which is unscheduled space. We fill our lives up so much that we never take time to mentally just decompress. That's important. But then you also want to address the work pieces too. Sit down and talk to your boss, your supervisor, the company owner, whoever it is, about how you can make changes systemically in the organization that can help you feel more empowered, more in control of what you're doing.
That white space, that's tough though, because even when we're away from work, we're still on our phones, we're still on social media. That's got to be part of it, right?
Exactly right. And take more time, go for a walk. I saw you had a segment on about beating the heat. You know, go do something fun. Go to the butterfly garden. Go, you know, to a museum. Go sit in a movie for 2 hours and just do nothing. But we program too much of our time and our brains can't relax.
Now, just because you have an off day at work, that doesn't necessarily mean you have burnout, right?
No, absolutely.
Because I have those about 3 days a week.
Well, when you're getting up to 3, you might have to start asking some questions. But definitely, it's not a one-time thing. It's chronic. That is definitely a feature. This is going on for months at a time.
Well, Dr. Thompson, thank you. It's a pretty interesting subject, and I'm sure it affects a lot of people.
It affects a lot of people.
I think I read in here like 30% or something.
Absolutely, and it's important to recognize that that's what's going on, not something else. Not your husband, not your kids, and to really address it at the root.
All right. Well, I guess we should take a break. You want to go to a movie or something?
Yeah, let's go to a movie. What's playing?
We'll go see that Elton John movie.
Okay. Sounds good. That's the date.
Thank you so much.
All right.